vu. Turning now to the big story, water warning.
Lead lurking in the lines. Tonight, homeowners and business owners are being put on high alert in Highland Park.
City officials announcing they tested the water in 36 homes. 9 came back with an average lead level of 37 parts per billion. That's way above the action level of 15 parts per billion. The testing is done by law only every 3 years.
Jim Kurtzner was all over the Flint water crisis and the lead contamination there, and he's live in Highland Park, where there's already a comparison going on. Jim.
Glenda, the first question asked is, are lead service lines part of the system here in Highland Park? That is a big yes. City officials say virtually all of these lines are lead. They tap into the main under the street and then run up to the various houses or buildings. They say they can document 80% of these are lead. Now, this is breaking news, even shocking news to the people of Highland Park, including this young mother of 2 young kids who says she's been struggling for serious answers.
They told us his lead levels was at 7, which is very high.
This is her 2-year-old son, Phoenix. She says just 2 months ago he tested with a lead level of 3, so it's more than double. They moved into Highland Park, get this, just 2 months ago. She also has a newborn baby boy. She says Phoenix's health was a major mystery until now.
We tested the paint in the home, and we're still trying to figure out where did this lead, where did it come from?
Highland Park city officials say the testing was done in late May. The city got the results back July the 7th, a week and a half ago. But the word is going out publicly today.
You wouldn't think something was wrong with the water until we just heard today.
Now what do you think?
Now I ain't drinking this water no more.
City officials say the results mean more widespread water testing will be done. Similar to Flint, they will be setting up health and lead testing for everyone who wants it, handing out free water filters and bottled water as they can get it donated. They also say the water is safe to drink if you let it run cold for 5 minutes.
We have no reason to believe that we are in a state of emergency, but we do know that we are ultra sensitive to this issue.
Flint is a city of 100,000 people. Highland Park, 2,400 water customers. Highland Park has asked the state for $22 million to replace lead service lines and have only gotten about half that. It would cost a homeowner $5,000 to $9,000 to replace their own. The mayor here, up for re-election, vows to get the aid needed to handle this.
We will not sit by and become a Flint.
This man moved to Highland Park 2 years ago from California. He says he watched the Flint crisis and takes no chances.
I don't drink anything out of the tap anywhere, and I installed a filtration system as a precautionary measure.
And city officials say they've obtained 1,500 water filters. They're going to need hundreds more, but they're going to start handing those out free at the fire station here in Highland Park on Girard Street while supplies last. They're also going to be handing out bottled water as soon as they can get it, and they're going to have widespread medical and blood testing starting tomorrow with the help of Wayne County Health Department and the State Health Department. They're also going to continue the water testing to see how widespread this problem is. Live in Highland Park, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Not the deja vu we want to feel. Jim, thank you. So that big question tonight is what kind of health concerns test results like these can pose?
And that's why we brought in our chief health editor, Dr. Parthanani, to break it all down for us. So, Doc, should we be worried?
Alan, I'm super worried, not just as a doctor, but as a parent, right? I've got young kids, and lead can really affect young kids. And, young kids whose bodies can absorb lead even quicker, and it damages them more than adults. And lead, let's face it, it's toxic. It causes problems when it enters your bloodstream by harming the production of blood cells and damaging your organs and nervous system. One of the greatest risks is to the brain, as lead may affect development and cause irreversible damage. Now, very high levels of lead can cause seizures, unconsciousness, and even death. And for women who are pregnant, lead can cause miscarriages, stillbirths, and affect the baby's behavior and intelligence. And this makes it very personal for me because my wife is carrying our 4th child. And I know that a lot of pregnant women out there as well.
Yeah, and congratulations to
Thank you
and Callie.
I appreciate that.
Love to see you have a new one. So, can this be treated? Can you treat lead poisoning?
That's a great question, Glenda. Yeah, absolutely. Small amounts can be treated easily as the body will naturally get rid of it. But people with high levels of lead may actually need chelation therapy. It's a medication that attaches to the lead, which then exits the body through the urine. I'm super glad that the city of Highland Park is taking steps to alert residents of lead levels in city water because listen, I would hate to see what happened to Flint ever happen again. So we'll keep on top of the story, but really concerning.
Yeah, concerning indeed, for sure. Take all the safety measures you can.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much,
My
Dr.
pleasure.
Mandy.
And for a closer look at the symptoms to watch for and information on how to detect lead in your own water, head to our website, WXYZ.com.